I'm Christine Picard. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Biology here at IUPUI, and my research has been focused on the population genetics and genomics of carrion insects, specifically flies. So some of the research that we've been doing recently with a PhD student of mine is going out and collecting flies in locations with fairly well-known vertebrate animal diversity surveys. So we've been collecting in some national parks since they have all of that information available. And the reason is to try to determine whether or not we can use the blowfly as an ecosystem monitor, basically tell us what the diversity of vertebrate animals are in these given areas. We just came back from Yellowstone National Park to collect, and so I'll show you a little bit of what type of stuff we packed in our bag to do that. So of course, first up, permits. We need permits to collect in national parks. So that was the very first thing that we did. Other items that we need, of course, we're collecting flies. So we need our insect net. We bait our flies. So we have stinky meat that has been rotting for a long time in a container, and we put it, I don't have the stinky meat now because it smells, but we put it in a container like this that has some netting, and that way the air can go through and send those wonderful smells across a given location, and the flies are attracted to it, but they don't physically land on the meat. So we're basically protecting the meat from the flies landing on it, and then we collect the flies from that. This measures temperature and humidity, so that those are two abiotic factors that we measure during the collection time. And so we actually attach that to this handy little stick here that is currently in two pieces because we had to fly with this stick. So we had to cut it into two pieces, but it would be hanging into the ground close to where we're collecting. So we have this sensor which records wind speed, and then using our iPhone as a compass, we determine the direction that the wind speed is coming in. And so we take those measurements during the collection times as we're collecting the blowflies.